Mike 29F, husband 31M, got a paternity test on our daughter 5F and it came back negative, but I never cheated. Now he thinks our relationship is a lie and wants to divorce. What do I do? Plus update. I don't know how it happened, but I haven't stopped crying all day. I never cheated. I love my husband, we've been together since college and he's the love of my life. He's a kind, handsome man. I slept with 2 other people before we got together, but there is no other potential father for our daughter. We were already married and trying for a baby. I never cheated and never would. I don't know why he took that stupid test, but it came back saying he's not her dad. I don't know how to convince him it was a faulty test and I'm so scared. These past few months he's become completely different. He's cold and suspicious. He kept demanding to see my phone, but wouldn't say why. Eventually I said I wouldn't show him unless he explained. He's also been distant with our daughter, staying in his office for hours. I did not cheat. He accused me this morning, saying he realized our daughter's brown eyes wouldn't naturally come from our blue eyes, and he wanted me out of the house. I didn't leave and he locked me out of our bedroom. Now I'm in my daughter's room. This is terrifying. What should I do? I want advice on how I can prove I'm innocent and make sure this relationship works. I want to keep my family together at all costs. Update. I had a conversation with my husband. He's out of his room now, and we discussed some things. I told him again I would never cheat and talked about getting more tests done, but he didn't want to hear it right now. We'll have a longer conversation tomorrow. He said he still loves our daughter, and won't try to keep me out for now. I asked him to hug me and he did. I'm scared I won't be able to convince him. I just want our family to go back to normal. How can I be a good wife, support his needs, and prove my innocence? Final update. Hi everyone. First, thank you all for reaching out. My original post got so much attention. My husband was distrustful for a while, but he apologized for how he acted, which I didn't need, and said he wouldn't try to kick me out. But he said if every test showed I cheated, then he was going to go scorched earth. We did paternity tests for him, me, and our daughter. We had an appointment with a chimerism specialist coming up, but that got cancelled because, some of you guessed it, my daughter is not biologically mine either. I don't know how this happened, but police took our statements, and were suing the hospital where I gave birth. I don't know what happened to my baby, and that is terrifying. I have my husband back, but my world was upended. I wish he'd never taken that test. I've been sleeping in my daughter's room, afraid she'll be taken away, but I also want to know if my biological daughter is okay. I pray she's okay. My daughter doesn't know the details yet, and we're trying to keep this quiet. I don't want people to look at her differently. She's a good kid, not a spectacle. If we find her birth family, I don't know what we'll do. Best case would be all live together, but I don't know if we can afford that, or if they'd go for it, or even if we can locate them. This is crazy. I don't know anyone else in this situation. Are there support groups for parents whose kids got mixed up? I only find tabloid stories, not real help. How do we tell our daughter? We can't now, she'll tell kids at school. But we have to say something eventually. I don't know what I did to deserve this. Husband's perspective. I don't know how many have been down a self-doubt spiral before, but it's not logical. Especially when the whole internet is telling you your wife is cheating, plans to take everything, never loved you, and you always thought she was too good for you anyway, so you see everything as a sign of cheating. Then you get not 1, but 2 failed paternity tests on your daughter. When COVID happened, I got depressed and gained weight. My wife stayed beautiful. I was sure she'd made a mistake with me. I got into online groups full of guys who'd been cheated on and lost everything. When someone said his red flag was both parents had blue eyes but the son had brown, I felt stupid. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but when I posted my fears, everyone said she was cheating and not to tell her so she couldn't get ahead on the divorce. The first test came back negative. I didn't want to believe it, but I pulled back, feeling betrayed. I tried to find a fair evidence but failed. I got another negative test. I snapped. If you've been cheated on, you know what it feels like. When she denied it, I got angrier, just wanting the truth and for her to leave before the inevitable divorce everyone predicted. After calming down, when she suggested more tests, I tried to keep cool. I know I was wrong about an affair, but so was everyone pushing that idea in my ear. My kid really isn't biologically mine. I didn't consider her being switched at birth. I went through a messed up time, but getting angry once because I thought she was lying about cheating doesn't make me a monster. Wife again, I agree he's not a monster or abuser. I love this man and we won't let this break our marriage. Thank you all for your help. Like and follow for more stories.